Whoa. There we go. Oh gosh. See, that's stressful. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing a hairstyling tool first impressions. I'm so excited to try out the new T3 CurlWrap curling iron. This is an automatic curling iron that rotates for you. So if you're used to curling your hair where you have to twist it and everything like that, this apparently does it all for you. I'm so intrigued to try this out, and I'm really hoping that it works because it's the same barrel size as the curling iron that I normally use, which is the 1.25 inch. It has, I think it's 9 heat settings, and it also has 2 different speed settings and 2 different lengths that you can change between 5 and 8 seconds for how long to hold the curling iron once it's fully wrapped. So we're gonna have some fun with this. I've never tried an automatic curling iron before. I feel like I remember seeing one in high school and really wanting to get one, but I've always just had the normal standard curling iron. But T3 makes some of my favorite curling irons. I mean, really all my curling irons are T3. So I have really high expectations for this one. If you guys are interested in this, I will link it down below in the description box. Like I said, this is a first impressions, so I'm just excited to give it a try. I did end up watching one tutorial on this because I'm not gonna lie, I was a little intimidated of working with something that's like automatic that is also really hot. So you can actually practice on this in a training mode, which basically gives you all of the different functions without the curling iron turning the heat on. So you can like practice with it in your hair before using any heat. That way you're not practicing with it while it's doing this automatic thing while it's really hot, and then you end up like burning your hair off. So I love that they actually included a training mode for people like me who are a little bit like hesitant of using something that is automatic like this. But I feel like it's one of those things that once you get the hang of, it can actually be really easy to use. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn on the training mode, which is the power button, and then this haptic sound button on the back. I think you hold both of them down, and then it blinks, and then the single light in the middle turns on, and this means that you're in training mode. So it's not turning on the actual heat in the curling iron, which is prime. So you still have all of the functions though. So this is the button that rotates the barrel, so you guys can kind of see here when you turn it, the actual barrel rotates. And then to bring it back to center, you can't really tell because it's underneath this knob, but there's a home button right here, and that brings the actual curling wand to face center again. So there it is, lined up like that. And then on the back, we've got the 2 different speeds here, and then the 5 or 8 seconds for the timer. This will alert you when to let go of the curl. So once it's fully wrapped, the timer starts on 5 or 8 seconds. I think they recommended 5 seconds, which is what I'm gonna keep it on. So the clamp here is also a smaller clamp because we're just gonna be clamping the bottom of the hair, and it's gonna wrap itself upward, which I'm used to like starting here like at the top and then like working my way down. So I just think this is gonna be so different than what I'm used to, but let's do a little practice. Again, no heat right now. We are in training mode. So I'm gonna go towards the bottom of my hair and then I guess like bring it down in the clamp, and then, oops, wrong way. There we go. Oh gosh, hold on. I would highly recommend doing this on the slow setting because I feel like even the slow setting is still kind of fast if you're not used to it. So that was the sound you guys heard. So that's the 5 seconds to release. I think this is probably gonna work best in smaller sections because if you have layers, pieces are gonna fall out in the bottom. So you wanna like work it in. See how that layer kind of fell? So it would be like that, and then, oh, wrong way again. I gotta learn that. And then, okay, that's the sound. Okay, I feel like I'm not gonna get much better than that. So I'm gonna reset it, bring it home with the home button like that, and I'm going to clip up my hair and we're just gonna get started. I guess I actually need to turn on the regular setting, so I'm gonna turn it off by holding the power button. Fun little noises. And then I'm gonna turn it on by hitting the power button. And right now, let's see where the heat setting is at. It's at a level 6. So I'm actually gonna bring that down because I feel like it just needs to be lower for me. So to change the heat setting, you double tap this button here until it's blinking, and then you can choose your heat settings. I'm gonna start on level 3. That's where I normally curl my hair. It's like level 2 or level 3 is what I use on the other curling irons. So I'm gonna start with, should I start lower than 3? Maybe I'll start on 2. My hair curls really easily. Doesn't take a lot of heat to curl my hair, so I'm actually gonna start on level 2. Okay, so I'm gonna start by sectioning off my hair like I normally do when I curl it. And I usually just kind of do 2 sections. So I'll just take the top and just split it in half. I would say my hair is like a medium thickness. I wouldn't say it's like coarse, but it's definitely not fine. And it holds a curl decently well, especially with a curling iron. So I'm gonna start by brushing through. I'm on heat setting level 2, the slower speed setting, and 5 seconds for the timer. So let's just take a piece back here, start in the back, let the ugly ones be in the back first. Okay, clamp it, bring it down. Okay, oops, some pieces fell out, that's okay. Oh, wrong way, hold on. Okay, here we go. Okay. Oh, that looks really good. That looks really, really nice. Okay, I wonder, oops, so this little piece dropped. You guys saw when I was trying to clamp it, that part didn't make it, so we're gonna do this part really quick. Oop. And I realize now that you always push the toggle button in the direction that you want the curling iron to move. So this button right here, if you want it to go this direction, you push it this direction. And then if you want it to go that direction for the other side of your face, you push it that direction, which makes sense. Okay, so now I want to see if you can get away with not curling the ends, because sometimes I like the ends to be more like straight. So let's try leaving the ends out a little bit and see if that looks good. It might look awful, so. Okay, love. I feel like it doesn't work as well when you leave the ends out. Maybe that was too big of a piece. Let's try a smaller piece. Leave the ends out. Why is this? It's like kind of hard to do it in the mirror for some reason. To clamp it at the bottom. I'm like not used to starting at the bottom at all. Ends have been left out. Yeah, you can kind of leave the ends out like that. I guess pull it through though so the ends are like kind of styled a little bit. So you don't actually have to curl the ends all the way through, which was something that I was wondering if you could get away with, because sometimes I like to have the ends out because it just makes it look a little bit more wavy versus like super curled. So that you guys can see I left the ends out. Yeah. Love. Okay, so far, once I realized that the button lines up with the direction, got a lot easier for me. Okay, so grabbing the ends, leaving the ends out a little bit. I mean, what's nice about this is you can get really close to your root, which I feel like is a little bit harder. That looks really good. I think that looks really good. I feel like it's a little bit harder to get super close to the, whoa. See, that's stressful. I accidentally hit the go button. That was not what I was trying to do. Okay, wait. For some reason, I'm like so bad at grabbing the end of my hair. I'm so used to doing it at the top. Okay, and pull it through a little bit, button. It's a learning curve for sure, but I really like the way that the curls are looking. And I love the fact that it has a timer because I feel like sometimes, we'll see that one kind of turned out different. I wonder if I had too much hair with that one. Let's try a smaller section. Kind of feels like you have to work in smaller sections with the automatic iron. But what I was saying is I like that it has a timer because sometimes I feel like I kind of forget to take it off of my hair and it makes me realize that I might be holding it on my hair too long with my other curling iron. Okay, let's try this. Kind of straighten out the ends and then... Honestly, I wish my regular curling iron had the little timer notification. I feel like that's the best part of this whole thing. Is it like let it go versus holding onto your head for so long. Okay. I feel like these are looking really good though. I really like the way that they look. Okay, so one little hair fell out. So I guess I'm gonna have to curl this hair separate. That looks flawless though, that curl. Okay, this little teeny tiny piece that didn't make it in that. Pulled that out early because I knew this was gonna curl so much. Those front pieces always curl. Okay, I feel like that looks pretty good actually. And it's not overly curly. I was honestly a little worried that with this, you weren't gonna have like kind of like those loose curls. I was thinking it's gonna be super tight and kind of like ringlety, but I feel like these look really good. So these ones in the back are the ones I curled at the bottom, you can see there. So let's just try to redo this at the bottom here. Straighten that out a little bit and... Okay, so now I'm gonna do this side. Really, the part that matters is the top of the head. So I'm just gonna do this side exactly how I did that side. And honestly, I feel like I'm better at curling my hair on this side. I don't know why that is, but for some reason, this side just makes more sense to me. Okay, I honestly feel like I can get away with this on heat setting 1. It still feels like I don't need it even on setting 2. I'm gonna bring it home, and then when you get a good one, it feels very satisfying. Yeah, that looks good. Guys, I'm the worst. I completely forgot to mention that I have a discount code with T3, I believe, so I will pop it in the description box and on screen so you guys can save money. And it doesn't like only apply to this, it applies to, I believe, any T3 product, so you can grab stuff with the discount. I feel like it kind of helps to clamp it at an angle because as it rotates up, you almost want the hair to rotate in a spiral with it instead of the hair like overlapping itself as it's curling up. So I feel like that's something that I'm realizing as I'm going here. I'm just gonna go ahead and do it at an angle. These pieces are naturally falling out. Okay. Perfect spiral, that one felt good. Okay. Whoa, hello. Okay. The buttons are a little, not like finicky, but when you're trying to clamp, you sometimes accidentally hit the go button basically for it to start spinning, or you'll accidentally hit the home button and it will just start like doing its thing. So you just have to be honestly really careful as you go because I do feel like if you're not careful with where your hand is on the curling iron, you can accidentally hit a button and then it's a little just freaky because it's out of your control. I'm loving the curls though. That's the thing, is I'm like loving the curls that it's giving, but I'm just not used to like the automatic. Okay, so this is the bottom section. Actually, looks really good. It's pretty curly. I tried to let the ends out a little bit, but if you like the look of your ends curled, it's actually the perfect curling iron for that style. So now I'm going to, I guess I don't have a hair tie. I'll clip this back with the claw clip and we're gonna do this top section now, which is really the part that matters. So I'm gonna break this up into 2 sections here. And we're gonna go back to this side. So starting in the back here. I don't know why I always start in the back. Is that normal to start in the back of the head? I think it is. I don't know that you would like start in the front. Okay, so I'm gonna clamp, just kind of pull it through my ends to kind of get those tamed, and then leaving the ends out. Oh, wrong way. For some reason this direction just doesn't come to me. Okay. Oh, see, I just hit the home button, I think. Okay, there we go. I can definitely get away with level 1 heat setting. I think this works better as you do smaller sections as well. Wrong way. Oh my gosh. Maybe I'll get better at this as I keep going. It looks really good though. Like it's a perfect spiral curl. So the results look really, really good. I think it's just such a learning curve. There we go. I have a 50-50 shot and I think I've gotten it right about half the time. Ooh, that looks really good. Okay, that one looks amazing. This is a pretty big section, so we'll see how this one does. Okay, I think that's too big of a section. I'm getting ahead of myself with this thing. Feeling too confident now with these giant sections that I keep trying to do. You could probably do bigger sections if you have shorter hair, but I think because my hair is a little longer, it's just a lot of hair to fit in the curling iron. Now, these close to the face pieces are gonna be the ultimate test, because I feel like this is the part that really matters. That looks good. These are a little bit shorter. Oh, that looks good. Okay, love that. Also, I feel like, and this is probably common sense, but I feel like it actually makes more sense to hold the ends and then clamp it. I was doing kind of like the air wrap movement where you have to hold it like this and then like try to get the air wrap to like cling to it. But if you hold your hair at the end, I feel so dumb now just thinking of this, but if you hold your hair at the end, then you can clamp it and it's so much easier. So I don't, for some reason I was really thinking of this as the Dyson Airwrap and it's not, obviously. Okay, and we're gonna pull through the ends. Oh, that looks good. Okay, I feel like I'm learning so much with this. It's definitely like, you have to practice with it to like understand how to hold it and how to clamp and all of that stuff. It's a learning curve for sure. But I guess this is kind of how I felt with the Dyson Airwrap when I first started using that. Okay, it actually looks pretty good around the face. I was thinking it was gonna look really crazy around the face. Not doing too much here. That looks good. Okay, I'm gonna do the other side now. Reset it. It's definitely taking me longer with this than my normal curling iron. I think because I just feel a little bit insecure with this thing. That looks really good. Oops, wrong way. Ah, there we go. I don't know why I'm really struggling with this side. Just as I was like, this is my good side. I mean, the curls look pretty perfect every time. They're consistently really good. It's just, honestly, it's me. It's the user error for me. If something looks weird or like doesn't, wrong way again. I don't know what it is about this side now, but I'm struggling. I feel like there's also like a tightness that you want it to have as it's twirling up. You don't want it to be too tight because then it could like have a hard time rotating. So you want to find like that good, appropriate tightness. Oh, wait, hold on. See, that's, I hit the home button by accident. Okay. Oh, that actually looks really good. Okay. So, let me just go ahead and power this thing off. I feel like curl-wise, it looks really good. Like, every single curl I did, once I got it clamped and rotating, turned out pretty dang flawless. And the lowest heat setting for me ended up working really, really well. So I'm just gonna kind of let this side cool completely before I brush it through like this side. But you can kind of see on this side where it's already cooled, it gave me those really, really nice kind of like beachy waves that look super, they look really, really good. And I feel like they consistently looked good. Like every single piece curled consistently, and I actually really like the way that it curled around my face as well. I was worried it was going to be like way too tight around my face. Let's do over here. Okay, I'm gonna finish it off with a little bit of spray. This is the Living Proof Full Dry Volume and Texture Spray. It's just a lightweight kind of texture spray that I like to do when I'm doing kind of like beachy waves instead of a blowout curl look. So I feel like it just gives good texture and volume. It smells so good, but okay. What do we think? I mean, I think it looks amazing. Like, I don't feel like I've curled my hair this well my normal way in a while, unless I'm like really taking my time with it, getting it to look this good and this like perfected. So I'm really impressed by the way that it curled and the way that it looks, especially around the face. I definitely think it's a learning curve. If you have the time and the patience to learn a new tool, like learn a new styling technique, then I think this is actually consistently really good. Like, it makes your hair look like you got it done at a salon just because it's so perfect, because you have that consistent spin from the barrel, but have to be patient with it and really take your time, because I feel like when I was starting to rush and kind of move quickly, I would accidentally hit the home button and it would start spinning, or I'd accidentally hit the rotating button. So it's definitely one of those curling irons that you actually have to be, I think, a little bit more mindful of while using it. You can't just like zone out and use it. But I really like the look of it. I was honestly a little worried that I was gonna have to curl my ends fully, because the tutorials that I watched had a lot of their ends completely curled, and I just like the look of leaving the ends out when using the 1.25 size barrel. So I think it looks amazing. Like, it looks like I went to get my hair done. But I hope you guys enjoyed this first impressions. Like I said, I'll have the curling iron linked down below, as well as the texture spray that I use, but looks so good. I just think the T3 curling irons in general are amazing. So even if you don't want to do the automatic rotating one, their regular just 1.25 inch curling wand that I have is an incredible curling iron as well, and you'll get a really pretty similar look to this. I think this is actually just a little bit more uniformed than when I'm using my curling iron, like the normal one. So I think it just depends if you want something different and you want to take the time to learn it. I think it gives really good results. But leave me a comment down below if you would ever try something like this. I mean, an automatic curling iron is pretty advanced, but I love the look. So I hope you guys enjoyed this first impressions. Like I said, I do have a discount code that you can use on anything from T3, so I'll have that in the description box. But I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, leave me a comment down below, and don't forget to subscribe if you want to stick around for some more videos. Love to have you back on my channel, and I'll see you guys in my next one really soon. Bye guys.